Hello everyone, and welcome to my British Royal Family official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The 2023 Invictus Games will attract to a nearby this evening, with the Duke of Sussex set to become the overwhelming focus for his last location. Sovereign Harry will make a strong discourse at the end service for the Invictus Games this evening in Germany, where he is tipped to honour his significant other Meghan Markle. The Duchess joined her better half on Tuesday night at the Games, and they have kept on putting on a cherished-up show all through the remainder of the week, clasping hands and modelling for photographs with fans. For the initial service last end of the week, Harry respected Meghan despite her non-attendance, as she needed to stay home with their youngsters in California for a couple of days. He prodded her for her intensity, especially with Nigeria as one of the new nations contending this year, as Meghan as of late found 43% of her is of Nigerian plunge. Harry said, "Since my better half found she is of Nigerian plummet, getting somewhat more serious this year is possible." According to PR expert Maya Riaz, Harry's speech at the closing ceremony will probably mention his wife, but she won't be the main focus. She stated, "He's probably going to recognize Meghan, particularly as she is close by." Be that as it may, the focal point of his discourse will stay on commending the accomplishments and strength of the competitors. Regardless of whether she deliver a discourse, Meghan has been a lot at the center of attention throughout the week, with contenders and onlookers enchanted to meet her. Harry too shows up a lot more joyful since starting his new existence with Meghan and their young family, as indicated by a non-verbal communication examiner. Darren Stanton said, in the interest of Betfair Gambling Club, "Harry has turned into significantly more loose since moving to the States. He is something else entirely. At the point when he was still in the UK, he needed to stick to a great deal of the regal conventions, and we get the impression now that he couldn't actually act naturally." As far as his non-verbal communication, we've seen Harry show less placating signals, meaning he doesn't want to console himself however much he did when he was a functioning illustrious in the UK. Taking into account ruler Harry's energetic and enthusiastic commitment all through the Games, it is truly conceivable that his vivacious nature will radiate through in his end discourse. Feelings might run high as he imparts his encounters and experiences to the competitors, yet he will probably keep a made and moving tone, featuring the groundbreaking force of the Invictus Games. Harry's discourse at the end function of the Invictus Games is expected to genuine and rouse. Given areas of strength for him to the occasion and his profound adoration for the members, almost certainly he will offer his thanks and reverence for the competitors, their families, and the whole Invictus people group. Rita Ora and Sam Ryder, both British singers, are also scheduled to perform at the event. Rumours that Meghan might give a speech appear to have been dispelled. A non-verbal communication examiner has guaranteed the Duke is more quiet with himself since the Sussexes took the action to California. Ruler Harry has arisen as a totally unique individual since he settled on the choice to step down as a functioning regal and migrate to California with spouse Meghan Markle and their young family, a specialist has said. As he has increased his self-confidence and his relationship confidence, Harry has reconnected with himself and discovered a sense of inner peace since leaving the UK in 2020. Non-verbal communication expert Darren Stanton said for Betfair Club, "Harry has turned into much more loose since moving to the States. He is something else altogether. We now get the impression that he couldn't really be himself because he had to follow a lot of the royal protocols while he was still in the UK." As far as his non-verbal communication, we've seen Harry show less conciliating motions, meaning he doesn't want to console himself however much he did when he was a functioning illustrious in the UK. He added that the ruler feels less tension and is by all accounts undeniably less disappointed or apprehensive in his new life in Montecito, where he and Meghan are bringing up their two kids, Sovereign Archie and Princess Lilibet. In January this year, Harry delivered his touchy diary Spare, which point by point his encounters in the regal family and made harming claims against a large number of his relatives, including the ruler and sovereign William. Ms. Stanton said of Harry's reactions, "Harry has likewise turned into much more straightforward throughout the course of recent years. A member of the royal family would never express their personal opinion or become enraged. They're constantly told to follow the expressions of, never make sense of, never gripe. However, Harry has broken this form, which has allowed him the opportunity to be more transparent with himself. Harry's body language demonstrates that he is truly content. It's reasonable he experiences a feeling of harmony now. He's had the option to do what he expected to do." Talking about Harry and Meghan's relationship, he added that while the special nighttime span is over, they have laid out more prominent freedom in their expert ways. This week, Meghan has joined her better half at the Invictus Games in Dusseldorf, Germany, and the couple have been transparently warm, embracing and clasping hands. The Duchess showed up a couple of days after the fact to the opposition, as she made sense of she needed to get her kids settled at home prior to making the excursion across the lake. The games are set to complete this Saturday, with Meghan supposed to be making that big appearance to make a profound discourse to the contenders. Ruler Harry had been tipped to specify his better half, Meghan Markle, in his 5-minute discourse at the end function, yet rather the sole spotlight was on veteran members. Sovereign Harry neglected to specify his significant other Meghan Markle in his end discourse at the Invictus Games shutting service on Saturday night. There was a rumour that the Duke of Sussex would pay his wife an emotional tribute. PR master Maya Royaz let the Mirror know that Harry's discourse at the end function is probably going to make reference to his significant other, yet she won't be the fundamental focal point of the event. She stated, "He is probably going to recognize Meghan, particularly as she is close by." However, the celebration of the athlete's accomplishments and perseverance will continue to be the primary focus of his speech. Taking into account Ruler Harry's excited and enthusiastic commitment all through the games, it is entirely conceivable that his energetic nature will radiate through in his end discourse. She added, "Feelings might run high as he imparts his encounters and experiences to the competitors. However, he will probably keep a creative and moving tone, featuring the extraordinary force of the Invictus Games." It is anticipated that Harry's speech at the Invictus Games closing ceremony will be moving and inspirational. It is likely that he will express his gratitude and admiration for the athletes, their families, and the entire Invictus community due to his strong connection to the event and his profound admiration for the participants. However, the Duke didn't make reference to the Duchess of Sussex in his discourse, rather offering his appreciation to the veterans participating in the games. Talking tonight, he said, "As you have seen and encountered, for this present week is far beyond a game. It is a stage for positive change. We want to believe that you also are feeling it profoundly. I'm certain you're all genuinely depleted. However, I additionally trust you are intellectually more grounded than when you showed up." Meghan Markle was seen hailing her significant other as she remained in the crowd, radiating during his discourse. "We might have given the stage, however you gave the wizardry. We've all seen the genuine effect sport has had on your recuperation and on your post-horrendous development. However, you won't ever really know the effect that your actions this week have had on a huge number of individuals all over the planet. You have opened individuals' hearts through your weakness, through your flexibility, and through your sheer capacities. My expectation is that each memory made brings a smile to your face through a feeling of having a place and a chance for yourself, as well as your family, to look forward proudly and reason." Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.